Hey guys, what's going on? WhiteFox1225 here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the character creation in Elder Scrolls Online. So, what you're seeing is me creating my character. So this isn't my beta character. I decided last beta test that I would just play around with the character creation, try to get a sense of what I wanted my character to look like when the game actually launched. So, in the actual beta, I'm playing as Khajiit, but in this character creation, I made the Nord that I'm actually going to play as in Elder Scrolls Online when the full game launches. So you guys hopefully can get a quick glimpse of what my character looks like. I was going to speed it up, try to make it like 4 times faster. Unfortunately and really annoyingly, Nero has a glitch where you actually can't do that, or you can't even put it in slow motion. It's one of my biggest problems with Nero is all the glitches, but so I apologize for that. It is going to be like 20 minutes, so if you guys want to see the finished product, you guys can fast forward to the end, because my narration is definitely not going to be 40 minutes. So I want to talk to you guys first about what I think of the character creation, and I really love the character creation. I don't know anyone who doesn't. It's definitely the most detailed character creation in any Elder Scrolls game, and I think arguably maybe one of the best MMO character creations. What I love about it is just how many different options there are. I mean, you can even change like your butt size. There's just so many crazy combinations, and really it just makes it so that no two characters are going to look completely alike. What I also really like about it is like a lot of MMOs tend to make their characters kind of like all stylized, all looking like supermodels, but the Elder Scrolls is completely different. Just the art style in general is a lot more serious and a lot more gritty, which I love, and I really think that's great. But the characters, you can make them fat if you want, you can make them have dirt all over their face, you can make them have scars, you can just anything. There's so many different combinations. So really what I think is the big, like the test of whether a character creation is good is if I can go in with an idea of the character I want to make and use the system to create that character. If I can't do that, it's not good enough, but if I can do that, it's definitely just perfect, and that's what I could do with the Elder Scrolls Online. I came in with the idea of the character I want to make, which was Theric, who was a Nord, and I really was just able to completely model him after my imagination, which is how a good character creation should work. And I think character creation is so important in MMOs just because, you know, this is the character you're going to be living with for, you know, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of hours, so it's definitely important in an MMO. Now, some people have been wondering whether or not you'll be able to change the way your character looks after you create the character, maybe you're like 100 hours into the game. Now, ZeniMax did say that new ways to customize your character will come after launch. The official statement was that over time, players want to change their appearance as they develop their characters, so we do have plans to release additional hairstyles, tattoos, adornments, etc. in post-launch content. So my theory is that you're probably going to be able to change like the hairstyle, the color of your hair, maybe the war paint you have on, tattoos, and like just like adornments, which are like extras, like I don't know, an eye patch or a mustache. I think you'll be able to change those. I don't think you'll be able to change like your face, and definitely not your race or anything like that. So this is really cool because I mean, obviously, how many of us have used the same hairstyle for like, I don't know, 10 years? A lot people change stuff up, and also, especially for the war paint, I always found it really unrealistic, for people to have the same war paint on like for, I don't know, 2 years, and that's how my Skyrim character was. So I think you definitely should be able to change that, and that's pretty cool, and I think it's a good system because they're right, as people play, you know, for 300 hours with the same character, they get bored and they want to change stuff up a little bit. So I'm really glad that they're going to add some stuff like this in post-launch content. Now the big problem, or the big issue, is whether or not you'll actually have to pay additional money for these things. Now in a lot of free-to-play MMOs, you can, you know, pay extra money to get new customizations, and sometimes even things that help you do better in the game. Now Elder Scrolls Online did say that they are going to have a shop like this, which, don't get me started on that because it's a huge problem, but they have said that. So whether or not these are going to be things you get with your subscription fee or things you actually have to pay extra money on top of your subscription fee is going to be a huge issue. Now obviously, if you're paying $15 a month, they should come with that. I don't think there's anyone who disagrees with me. No way, shape, or form should they have another charge that you have to get. When, you know, if they're making new content, they should give it to you for your subscription fee, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I know I said that we'll get new ways to customize our character with a subscription fee, but I was actually assuming that, and now I realize realize that they're probably just gonna release it for, you know, as part of the in-game store, which would be a huge problem. So hopefully they don't do that. I really hope they don't, and if they do, it might even ruin the game to an extent. If the developer side, or sorry, if ZeniMax decides, because really the developers I don't think care about the money, it's more about ZeniMax Online, you know, the CEOs and the company itself. If they decide to put, you know, making money ahead of giving us all the content they make for, you know, the subscription fee, that's going to be a problem. You know, if you're making content, put it in as a reward for quests. You know, if you're making, you know, new armors, put them scattered around the world where you find them as randomized loot. You know, but if you're just making more stuff and not giving it to us with our subscription fee, instead saying if you want this you have to pay extra, that's not okay, and that is just really not okay at all. It's just gonna ruin the game if they actually do decide to do that. And what would really ruin the game is if they decide to make sort of things that can help you in a gameplay perspective and that give you certain buffs. If you can buy those, that will just completely destroy the game, because not only will you have to pay to play, you'll have to pay to win, which is terrible. I hate that system. But I'm getting a little off topic now. Let's go back to the character creation. But that definitely is my thoughts about the in-game store. So let me talk to you guys about my character. So I made a character called named Theric, and he's a Nord and part of the Ebonheart Pact. And he's like in his 20s, and he has a pretty interesting backstory, which I'll go into now. He was raised in Riften by a family of pretty rich people. They had ties to the government, and one day, well, this is more of a long story short sort of thing, but one day he finds out that his parents were funding bandit activity around the Rift, and he confronts his father, and he actually ends up killing his father in a fit of rage. Then his brother, you know, comes in and gets mad, and he actually ends up killing his brother and his mother. So it's a pretty dark story. After that, he travels to Morrowind and becomes an assassin for hire. Eventually, he travels back to Skyrim and is at Whiterun when he meets Hrothgar, who offers him some contracts to take out enemies of the Bearborn clan, which is a very old and very famous guild in Skyrim. Kind of like the Companions, known to, you know, do mercenary work and kind of the honorable warrior type guild. And they offer Theric some jobs to take out some enemies of the guild, especially Altmerry leaders and also head of houses in Somerset Isles. So he does those jobs, and eventually him and Hrothgar grow closer, and Theric starts a different sect of the Bearborn clan called the Black Claw. So basically that sums up his story, and Hrothgar is eventually captured by the Altmerry Dominion and taken prisoner, and that leaves Theric as the head of the Black Claw, and also sort of responsible for the Bearborn clan. So he really rises as a leader in the clan, and he also swears revenge to find Hrothgar and take out as many Altmerry soldiers as possible. So that's really where his story is when Elder Scrolls Online starts, and I'll just take it from there when I start role-playing in games. So that pretty much does it for his description, and pretty much does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me the background of your story in the comments below. If you guys don't know, I do have an Elder Scrolls Online guild called the Bearborn Clan, as I kind of discussed in this video. So you guys can join that. It would be really awesome if you could take a look at it. And that's pretty much it for the video. So tomorrow I'll be doing a video on a possible Dishonored sequel, which I know I already did a video, but some new information has come out. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching the whole thing, guys.